Momofuku Ando said, "Life is good when we all have enough food to eat." Now, I'm not saying that instant noodles is probably the greatest thing that you can be eating. But I like noodles, I enjoy a chow mein with some noodles and everything. But this video is not about noodles. This video is going to be talking about processed food and how processed food is basically killing us. Now, I'm not saying that you need to stop eating cookies and things like that. But what I am saying is that over time, I've recently started to try, and that's the key word here, folks, try, to improve my cooking skills. I'm now chopping onions like a pro. I'm chopping up garlic and adding all these wonderful fresh ingredients. And it really hit me that the food that we eat is probably slowly killing us. So, yeah, Fed Up is a film by Stephanie Soetik. Can't pronounce the name, I'm sorry. I was doing a search here. I found a few interesting images. Is your refrigerator a morgue or a garden? If we eat a lot of this stuff, processed meat, and we don't eat enough of this stuff here, which is fresh fruits and vegetables, obviously your health is going to suffer for it. Let's just go back here. So yeah, I'm trying to eat less processed food. I think it's important to try and keep it down to a minimum. If you drink several cans of Coca-Cola a day, cut it down to 2, or cut it down to 1. Little changes like that will do wonders for your overall health, your happiness, and your success. It's like when you put in the right fuel, you'll find that you get the most optimum performance. You put the wrong fuel into a car, and you're not really going to get very far. When I was younger, my dad always used to say, "We can't put diesel in this car because it's a petrol car." And it's the same thing with us. If you put in the right fuel, you'll go a lot further in what you do. There's a lot of information. It talks about ingredients that you should never eat again. Me personally, I recommend, I'm recommending to people that you try to cut out energy drinks. Energy drinks are absolutely everywhere. They're a huge market, especially with different companies promoting them, and even at sporting events and things like that. Try and keep the energy drinks down to a minimum. There's nothing wrong with energy drinks, but it's just that we drink so much of this stuff, and we eat so much of this stuff too. Like the example with Coca-Cola. Also, keeping things like aspartame out of your diet and other artificial sweeteners. And instead of replacing sugar, just eat less sugar. It's as simple as that. There's also another interesting thing, which was talking about how processed food is actually linked to depression amongst adults. Me personally, I suffer from what is known as brain fog. It's basically mental clarity. When you eat well, you feel well, and you can think clearly. When you're not eating well, you can't think. It's like making decisions in a haze of fog, which is the only way to describe it. It's like when you don't drink enough water, your concentration levels actually dips down. Because your brain, my brain, is actually, I think it was saying 80% water or something, but I can't remember exactly. Anyway, here's the article here, which talks about this. And it always really fascinated me because the the time that I started researching this stuff was when my diet was going down the pan. I was basically living off, you know, going back to Momofuku, I was basically living off instant noodles, and it was a bit of a nightmare, just constantly eating this all this processed rubbish. And yeah, it does fill you up, but what I found is that processed food has a serious link to depression. When you don't eat properly, you just can't feel good. It's like a survival thing. Um, and we blame people. We blame other people for how we feel, when it could be down to maybe you're not drinking enough water, maybe your diet is poor. I mean, there's so many reasons as to why people are the way that they are. For example, my dad has started drinking less coffee. Um, that's his own personal decision, and I respect that. So little changes to your diet can actually improve your mood and make you feel less depressed and make you feel better about yourself. So yes, processed food is probably killing us and it might put us into an earlier grave, but we can change that. We can change our diets, we can change our lives by making small everyday changes to what we're actually eating. And I guess the main message in this video is reduce your consumption of processed food. Just try it. You'll be amazed at the difference. And it's just so much better. Not only do you feel better after eating real food, it just, it tastes better. I mean, what else can I say? Processed food is not real food. And here's the video here and the information by a man called Brian Godfrey, who cut out certain things in his diet, including Guinness, wheat, bread, biscuits, again, all processed junk food, and other things. And he said that in his diet that he mainly eats meat and fish and vegetables and things like that, foods we're supposed to be eating. Tonight I made a spaghetti bolognese sauce, and I just went back to basics. It's really that simple. Chop up an onion, whack in some garlic, some tomatoes, some beef or whatever you want, and I just felt so much better compared to eating stuff from a box. And the main problem with processed food is that there's so few calories in these things that they can't even really sustain you for that long. And believe me, I go to the supermarket a lot and I see all these special offers and things like that. And, I see other things like you can buy 3 meals for £6, something or other. And it seems like you're getting a good deal. It seems like you're getting like 3 meals for a really good price. But within about 30 minutes, you're hungry again because there's so few calories in these actual meals, and the portion sizes are so small that they can't actually sustain you. And I can't believe I'm even talking about this, and I can't believe I'm even making a video about this, to be honest, because when I was growing up, when I was younger, these problems were never an issue. We had one rule in my house growing up, and it was we eat real food. That's it. None of this processed crap that we're always eating. And yeah, so don't go living on instant noodles. Don't go cooking up those ready meals. Just cook fresh food and you feel better. Just try it. Or prove me wrong if you think you can. But yeah, thanks for watching this video presentation talking about processed food and how it's linked to mental health and depression. And again, if you enjoyed this video and you want more future updates, then subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos and more information. I'm going to be tackling a lot more technology stuff in the future as well. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. All right, bye.